Oh, hello there.
My brothers.
So, Supernatural has some pretty powerful characters, which makes sense, since the show has been around since the bloody dawn of time. So, with me being, well, me, and you being you, I thought I'd make a video ranking the show's most powerful characters. So, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Also bear in mind that this is every character at their most powerful list. Wait, is that the right word? Most powerful list? But without any further delays, let's begin.
And when he realizes that they're flawed, he moves on and tries again. No, that's not how. Why would he do that?
Because he doesn't care.
About you, me, anything. Now, at first, I thought I'd do it better. Show him. Be more God than God. But now, I just want to burn every one of his little worlds until I catch up to the old man.
And then what?
Even God can die.
Alternate Michael is the Michael from an alternate universe, and he's the ruler of Apocalypse World. Ooh, scary. He is already more powerful than his main universe counterpart, as he defeats Lucifer with ease. But when he gets his true vessel, Dean, oh my gosh, his power goes to a whole new level. Michael is relentless and determined to achieve his goals, no matter who stands in his way. Michael, like all archangels, can only be killed by an archangel wielding an archangel blade, and by more powerful cosmic beings like my boy Chuck and my girl Amara. And Jack, who kicks his angelic ass.
This child is half demon and half human, but he's far more powerful than either. Other cultures call this hybrid Cambion or Katego. You know him as the Antichrist.
Jesse Turner, aka the Antichrist, is actually one of the most powerful beings in the supernatural universe. In the supernatural universe, the Antichrist is the offspring of a demon and a human. Jesse's mom was impregnated by a demon while she was possessed. This makes Jesse one of the most powerful beings in the supernatural universe, as he can do nearly anything. Jesse has the power to warp reality with ease, as he turns Castiel into a toy just with a thought. And he even creates the scariest tooth fairy I've ever seen in my entire life. Full power, Castiel states that Jesse will be able to destroy the host of heaven with a single thought. His only drawback is that his power is determined by if Lucifer walks the earth. So Jesse could be higher or lower on this list, but since we don't see a lot of him, it's hard to say for sure.
I'd say that was a victory.
So you think the warding worked? Kept us off Chuck's radar?
If it hadn't, we would all be dead, so I'd say yeah, it worked. Hello, boys.
Next up is Billy. When we first meet Billy, she's just a no-good reaper trying to kill our boys, the Winchesters. But after the original death, and then her death, she becomes the new death. Wow, that's a lot of deaths. Even for death. That's a definitely death. Her knowledge is vast, as she inherits all of the original Death's knowledge when she becomes the new Death. As a new Death, she commands all the Reapers and has vast amounts of power, and is nearly unkillable. Her only weakness is her own scythe, which, I don't know, but both Deaths have the most stupidest deaths in the entire literal universe of every universe that has ever existed.
No. Yes. No. Yes. No. Yes.
Lucifer was already one of the most powerful beings to appear on Supernatural. He showed us his true power on many occasions. For example, when he slaughtered all the pagan gods with ease. And not to mention all the angels he killed with a snap of his finger.
No!
Was he kidding?
But after he consumed Jack's grace, his power grew exponentially. As he even says in the show,
Just powerful now. I am power.
at his new power level, he could even kill other archangels without using an archangel blade. Michael even states that with Lucifer's new power, he would be able to destroy the entire universe if he really wanted to. This next point doesn't really have to do anything with his power, and Lucifer created demons, so without him, there wouldn't be much of a show. Well, technically we would still have a show, but we wouldn't have any of the cool characters like Azazel, Lilith, Alistair, what else is there? Crap. I guess Abaddon's pretty cool. Okay, there's a lot of people like Ruby, Meg. Yeah, you guys get the point. And yeah, Lucifer is one of my favorite characters on Supernatural. But I will say in season 4 and 5, he's a lot better because I prefer that version of him over the funny comedic version of him. Which is weird considering how many jokes I make a day.
Ironic.
Now what's the matter, Raphael? Somebody clip your wings?
Castiel, please. You let the demon go, but not your own brother.
The demon I have plans for. You, on the other hand.
Castiel is our beloved Castiel after he consumes the estimated 30 to 40 million souls that were in purgatory. The weight of all those souls caused Castiel to go a little, making Castiel irrational and dangerous. Castiel is extremely powerful. He killed his brother Raphael, the Archangel, just with a snap of his finger, as well as he killed all of his followers. He was also ready to fight the original Death. Now, I don't think he would have won, but I mean, someone is powerful and the only way of stopping them is by calling Death to do your dirty work for you.
Life, death, chicken, egg, regardless. At the end, I'll reap him too.
God? You'll reap God?
Oh yes. God will die too, Dean.
The original Death, played by Julian Richings, was one of the coolest characters ever to appear on Supernatural. He claims to be as old, if not older than God, and according to him, he will one day be the one who reaps him. Death was kind of like an anti-hero sort of thing, and he was a very interesting character, and not to mention super powerful. Well, I mean, duh, he's Death. He could raise the dead, and he had almost limitless knowledge, not to mention that he's one of the only beings in existence that could enter the cage and retrieve Sam's soul. But because two humans like Sam and Dean were able to bind him so easily, and because holy butterballs was his death so stupid. Which is why he can't be placed any higher on the list.
Why do you look like me? Oh, yes. Yes. Well, I show up in my real form and you freak out, rip out your own eyes, etc. That would be embarrassing, wouldn't it, for both of us?
Next up, we got the Shadow, the original boogeyman. Okay, the Shadow may not be the boogeyman, but it's something much worse. The Shadow has existed before creation itself. It is the sole ruler of the empty, which is where angels and demons go after they die. The Shadow is so powerful that it survived when Jack became a cosmic bomb and nuked the empty. This is impressive as we know the bomb was meant to kill both Chuck and Amara. We don't really get to see its true form, as looking upon its true form will cause a person to tear their own face apart. No joke. We do see it as a black slime-like liquid when it's on Earth. I mean, if that's similar to what its true form looks like, how on earth does it use the bathroom? What? I'm sure cosmic entities poo.
The darkness.
Amara, or the Darkness, is God's twin sister. Before God created the universe, he and his 4 archangels had to come together to fight the darkness and lock her away. Amara is stronger than God at his base level, as God needed the combined power of 4 archangels and his own to lock her away. Not to mention that in season 11, after being struck by all the angels, a coven of witches, and all of the demons, oh, and not to mention Lucifer with the hand of God, she was still able to do this.
Not ever again!
nephew. Sorry, brother.
With Amara being the darkness and Chuck being the light, if either one of them had to die and the other one lived, the entire universe would end. So either they both exist or they both don't exist.
About all this.
It's always been my destiny to serve you.
Yeah. The thing is, it's kind of late in the game. And you did side with the Winchesters. I can't forgive that.
Father, no. That was a lapse of judgment, I admit, but I swear I...
Chuck, or God, or
Whirly weirdo.
created the entire universe, nay, the multiverse. He first appeared as Chuck, a prophet of the Lord, but then revealed himself to be God in season 11, and became the main villain in season 15. Chuck shows us his true power in season 15, showing us how much he was actually holding back, as he killed Jack with a snap of his finger, and destroyed every universe one by one. Chuck seems not to care about anything other than his own goals. This makes him an even more dangerous foe. Now, even with this being said, Chuck is still not as powerful as Amara. But after he absorbs his sister, which sounds really sus. But anyway, he then becomes the most powerful being in existence, and becomes almost unstoppable. I said almost.
Wait.
Castiel?
Raphael.
Oh, I thought you were supposed to be impressive. All you do is black out the room.
And the Eastern Seaboard.
But you killed me because I let you. Now I'm feeling less generous.
Let's move.
Not anymore. Oh, by the way, I always hated that dumbass suit.
Fail him.
Your spell brought you to the source of the blade's power. Me.
Really? Now?
It's the bloody mark of Cain.
From Lucifer himself. The mark and the blade work together. Without the mark, the blade is useless.
And we'll step forward, Mr. Drexel. Mr. Harrington. Mr. Sierra. As for the rest of y'all,
Yes, this thing's been. You found me. Your dad works on something like me. That'd be a neat trick. In fact, here. Make the gun float to you there, psychic boy.
Buddy, you hurt my friends? You hurt my family!
The strongest being in the entire supernatural universe is Jack Clan. Jack Clan is a Nephilim of a human and an archangel. As the Nephilim son of Archangel Lucifer, Jack Clan's powers surpass even his father's. Jack's powers are near limitless, as he takes on alternate Michael with ease, and he also commands Lucifer to tell the truth without breaking a sweat.
He would say anything to get you on his side. Tell me the truth.
She saw me when I was scouting out the bunker. She saw me and she screamed. So I crushed her skull with my bare hands, and it was warm and wet, and I liked it.
And what? He was like 2 weeks old when he did this? Most babies can't even put food in their mouth without messing. He even managed to turn humans into angels, which not even Lucifer could do. In season 15, he becomes a bomb meant to kill Chuck and Amara. Yeah, that didn't work out. And all he really managed to do was tick off the shadow. But when he returned, he became a power vacuum and absorbed power everywhere he went. He absorbed Lucifer's power when Michael killed him, and then he absorbed Michael's power when Chuck killed him. And finally, he takes down Chuck by absorbing all of his power. Okay, so let me get this straight. The younger brother was killed by the older brother was killed by the father, and the father was defeated by his grandson. I don't know, but maybe if they just took a few centuries off to see a therapist, everything will be fine. But yeah, Jack comes back and brings everyone back, and he's suddenly the new god. But to conclude, after Jack consumes Chuck's power, he becomes the most powerful being in every single universe that ever existed. Yes, even more powerful than Goku, more powerful than Ben 10, Superman, my dad. He becomes the GOAT.